It's not often we get an athlete of this caliber to join us here in studio. He's the nation's leading rusher for 2 years in a row, a two-time finalist for the Walter Payton Award, and he's just a kid out of West Haven. Well, not quite a kid, but he's also got NFL dreams that he's chasing. I'm joined by Jaden Shirden. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
So I've got one question for you. How have you adjusted to this being the first step of what you hope to be a dream in the making?
Just taking one day at a time. I will say it's not easy, but just listening to my people and just believing in my faith and knowing that I'm going to be all right. And I feel like I'm adjusting well right now.
Let's start all the way back at the beginning. When did football present itself as an opportunity for you to do what you're doing now? Because it had to start somewhere.
Well, it started when I was younger, probably like 3 or 4. Father, former head coach of Stratford High. He had a lot of great players, and I used to be on the sideline studying, watching all the players, and even when he played back then, I used to watch his game film. And I started running around the house when I was little, using the fenders as couches, bouncing off them. And then when I got on the field, it translated into what I'm doing now. So I've been doing that since I was 7, and here I am now.
When you think about going through high school, I mean, you were part of a dominant program at St. Joseph, 3 state titles, third most touchdowns, I should say, all time. Yeah. What was the process like getting acclimated to that? Because even if you got there and just got started right out of the gate, it definitely took some getting used to, right?
Oh, well, I started as a freshman. I was 14 years old. Playing varsity, usually in the FCAC, usually, you play freshman. Because to me, I believe the FCAC is one of the best conferences in the state of Connecticut. Regular high school football, not to the prep school. But, just adjusting to that level of speed, picking up blocks. I just always had a mentality that I can get something done, and I just focus and listen to all my coaches. And as the years went by on, it was just fun.
You were getting your fair share of attention, and you obviously went to Monmouth, where things have been going well for you. Why Monmouth? Because you had options probably to stay home or even go to the FBS level. What was it about Monmouth that made sense?
Monmouth and a couple other schools, they offered me and recruited me out of high school. I wasn't really highly recruited, especially by the FBS schools. So Monmouth, to me, was the best fit. And since then, I just went there and did what I had to do.
Often when we hear people talk about, how athletes or college athletes, I should say, are in the transfer portal, they're trying to figure out what to do with each step of their careers. You have made what looks like a really rare move in deciding to stay after leading the nation in rushing the first time. Then you did it again, and now you're going to fly down to Texas this weekend as a finalist for the Walter Payton Award for the best offensive player in FCS football. Why stay?
Well, originally, it wasn't in my heart to get up and leave, because I felt like I had another year. I felt like I had unfinished business, especially in my conference. And also, you just don't know at those places what can happen. So basically, I stayed, and I led the nation rushing again. And now I'm going to take my talents to the next level, because I've been dominating for 2 years, and I believe the time is now.
What do you enjoy most about football? I mean, people call it a game. People call it something, a dream in the making for some. What do you enjoy most about the game, despite all the work that it takes?
I'll start off with the preparation and off season, just working out. While you're working out, you're thinking about your goals, visualizing you making plays on the field, going over film, watching film of the opponents that you're about to play. I believe the off season is really what gets you ready for the regular season. And then what's fun about the game is just when it's like when you're down and you bring your team back, you're down 21-7, and you run for back-to-back touchdowns to tie the game, and you give it all you got, and you just know that you gave it all you got, and it's just a fun game. It's a moment that only people can understand. They've been in that moment, that you ran for 200 yards or 100 or 300, and people are coming up to you and saying, how do you do this? How do you do that? I feel like it's just a great feeling.
I'd like to know about your favorite moment playing football, period. High school, college. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit.
I could break it down for you.
Please, that's why we're here.
High school, I say the first moment is when I broke the school record for touchdowns. At the time, it was 63. Junior, we're playing in the semifinal against Killingly, and I score, and I end up finishing with 3 touchdowns that night. I broke an 81-yard one, a 76-yarder, and the first one was like 20 yards out. But from there, I just knew that I could do more things. Second one, for me personal, is when I scored 6 touchdowns in the game against Wilton, first round, 2019, my senior year. And the reason why I say that's a special moment for me is because it was my 100th career touchdown. So, I mean, it don't get no better than 100 career touchdowns. And of course, all the state championships. Moving on to college, the game that got me, notified and, national recognition, 299 yards against Fordham. I believe that was a game by God to show the world, what I displayed. And then there's a lot of games, but those are the games that really mean a lot to me.
This is the second time that you've mentioned your faith in terms of how it drives what you do. What makes it so important to you, not just to talk about it, but how has it helped keep you here in this career that you're trying to embark on?
I believe that God is everything. Without him, I wouldn't be talking to you on this show, or where I am today. So I keep God first. That's been installed in me since I was a little boy. So
I know you are hoping to come home with that Walter Payton Award. I know you've got a whole lot of training to do before the day comes of the NFL draft. For people who are trying to figure out how to keep up with you or how they can support you, what would you say?
As you see the social media, newspapers, just keep me in your prayers. You could follow up. You'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it on social media. You'll hear about it. Go and support me. Yeah.
Sounds pretty simple to me.
Yeah,
I guess my final question along those lines is: you see a lot of young folks that want to do what you do. They don't just see the accolades; they see the work. If you want, actually, go ahead, look right at that camera and tell them what it is that you would recommend that they do. Right there, that one right there.
Yeah. So basically, listen to your coaches, and most of all, listen to your parents. Get the books done in school, work hard, ask for help, and on the field, give it all you got. If you're talented, work hard, because there's a lot of talented athletes who are gifted and do not work hard. But if you put all that together, you will go somewhere. But the main thing is staying disciplined. Create a routine that works for you, and the rest, keep God first, and the rest is yours.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time. That's Jaden Shirden from West Haven, and hopefully coming back with some hardware. And who knows, this spring you might hear his name called in the NFL draft. My man, I appreciate you.
Thank you.